Sports with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Clippers. On Wednesday, they'll continue the road trip, heading out to Atlanta to take on the Hawks. Then on Friday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat.
And for their matchup with the Magic, that's going to be one where it could take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Ivica Zubac is out there with Mo Harkless. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the 2. And for the Mavericks, inside at the 4 and the 5, Porzingis in foul. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. George against Hardaway. Here's Leonard. No good there. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good now.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. Last time they met was in Dallas, where they beat the Mavericks.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Certainly something to keep an eye on. We'll see how the rotations go this time out. Every night it seems to be different.
Here's Finney Smith. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Pass to Doncic. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
One thing we know, Greg, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
Porzingis and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You simply have to expect a shooting touch with Porzingis. That time, he gets the defender closing out, but nowhere near in time.
First trip to the line for him here.
And his free throws are falling at a rate of only about 72% on the season. Not terrible, but listen, you obviously would expect him to do better.
The first free throw is good. Looking at the schedule, Doris, about halfway through the season, some teams that started out very hot and were winning like crazy have now come back to earth. They've cooled a bit. They've leveled out.
I think inevitably over the course of an 82-game season, NBA players will tell you there are always ups and downs and waves of success and then the tough moments. And the best teams seem to be able to weather all of that. Not get too high when they're playing well, not get too low if they're in the middle of a slump.
Now, here is George. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. For Dallas, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Hardaway kicks to Porzingis. Back to Hardaway. There's the pass to Powell. Clock at 4. Hardaway from outside. That shot is off. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Beverly wide open. And the Clippers miss again. Here's Finney Smith. He's covered by Leonard. Finney Smith passes to Hardaway. Outside, Porzingis. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead for Los Angeles. They've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
Well, Kawhi Leonard's passing skills have developed over the years, and if you give him that much attention, he'll find his teammates.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Doncic outside. Passes it to Porzingis. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You take a look at Los Angeles, holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far. And, of course, there's Dallas, just a few spots below there.
Yeah, and when I look at the Clippers, every NBA season, there's always going to be some big surprises in store. And I think this season, they'd have to be considered one of the biggest of them all.
Oh, no question. And we're deep enough into the season to know, hey, this hasn't happened by accident. They are genuine contenders here.
Now, here's Doncic, coming off a solid outing against Portland. Powell finds Doncic. Second chance effort.
Watch this so far tonight. A look-away pass by Luka. That would have been a very, very nice sixth assist for the game for Dallas. And instead, it's 2 free throws coming from Marjanovic.
Finney Smith passes to Hardaway. Here's Finney Smith. Dallas again missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Well, everybody in the NBA should have the floater as part of their arsenal. Leonard makes it look easy.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Well, you think the ownership style of the Mavericks, something the league had to adjust to. Very active, very outspoken. Sometimes I think that rubs people the wrong way. But now you get the sense it's almost the new normal.
Dallas making a switch here. Lights checked in, and the Clippers with the change here, too. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubats. Bounce pass from right. Hardaway dishes to right. Harrell against Powell. Pass to Finney Smith. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Hardaway from outside, and Harkless pulls it down. The Mavericks, we know, have been trendsetters, investing in development and in technology.
Kevin, they have always been on the cutting edge of data collection and then using that data to give them a competitive advantage. When you're in a business, it's always about what's next. How can I be better?
And he's known as the claw. Kawhi Leonard doors with some of the biggest hands in the NBA.
Well, consider, Kevin, that hand is over 11 inches from thumb to pinky. That's 52% wider than the normal hand. Basically, his hands correspond to a person who would be almost 9 feet tall. Incredible.
And he knocks down the first one.
Boy, you think back to the quadriceps injury that derailed almost all of the 2018 season for Kawhi Leonard. I'll tell you, he is back to peak form and reminding us that he is elite on both the offensive and defensive ends.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Powell. Jackson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Tim Hardaway Jr.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Here's Kleber, guarded by Green. White, that's a two-pointer. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game. And you talk about the best two-way player in the NBA. I think a lot of people, Doris, would put Kawhi Leonard at the top of that list.
Let's remember, Kawhi's a former Defensive Player of the Year, averaging over 25 points a game for a season. He doesn't necessarily wow you with his eye-popping athleticism, but the reality is this: Kawhi Leonard is a multi-time champion.
Now here's Leonard against New Orleans, who is really on his game.
I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Rick Carlisle and I did speak a few minutes ago. He said efficiency is a buzzword around the league, and that's Kawhi Leonard. He doesn't turn it over. He doesn't take bad shots. He can give you 30 and never force a thing. Kevin, that doesn't sound like an easy assignment.
Thank you, David. And here's Brunson. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Pass to Porzingis. A 3. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 11-point game. Now the pass to Porzingis. Jackson passes to Wright. Back to Jackson. Here's Porzingis. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 15-4 run. Got that one up quick.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now here's Wright. He's covered by Shannon. Porzingis kicks to Jackson. Passes it to Brunson. Porzingis trying to get free. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Mavericks with some changes. Seth Curry, he's checked in for DeLon Wright. And Barea subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Clippers leading by 13. 34 seconds left in the first. Green finds Williams. With some arc. He can't get it to go. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Magruder's checked in. And so it's Dallas with
Yeah, I'm not allowed to say.
they need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time.
There's Seth Curry on the dribble. Magruder up on him. Curry using
We
a
got 13
move-on.
seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
And a little kiss off the flag.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. We're to the point check at the end of the game. They're putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Back right after this. Paul George had that nasty broken leg back in 2014. He describes what inspired him to come back even stronger.
My inspiration really came from my mother. You know, her dealing with stroke, her dealing with really being down and out. You know, I saw her fight that. That was enough to me. In my darkest days, I knew there was nothing to what my mom went through.
And after missing their first 11 shots tonight, Dallas has gone 10 of their next 14.
Worked hard to get back and is not disappointed in his return.
You know, recovering from a devastating injury is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment helped him to overcome it.
So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. Let's see if that changes here in the second. Guys, we've seen a confident-looking Clippers team out there.
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Now, chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor.
Boban shoots like 100%,
ready to go for the start of the second
Yes, he
quarter.
missed.
On the court for the Mavericks. Rebound is the four with Porzingis in the middle. Curry is out there with J.J. Barea, and it's Jackson at the three spot. The Clippers have had two chances at the line already, making them both.
Boban went from Detroit to the Clippers in a trade, and went from the Clippers to the 76ers the next year in a trade.
He's a well-traveled big man.
Dallas is his 15th since coming into the league in 2015. Williams a pass, another deflection. Boban was in there again. Space Eater in the lead, and here's Wright. Transition three on target. Boban going after the rebound, but it is controlled by the Clippers.
What's the best combination of inside outside basketball you see offensively now?
Well, two guys really come to mind immediately for me. It's Joel Embiid and Anthony Davis, because both men can face up and knock down shots in a legitimate enough fashion that you've got to get out and contest those guys. But the other side of this is they can play in the court and be a legitimate offensive basket force where you've got to guard with more than one guy. I mean, how exciting are Joel and AD to watch play?
28% free shoot here.
Here's Barea. Spiked it away. And now
Green on the other hand
Williams
worked himself into a very nice three-point shooting this time in Memphis. And
It's
Clippers trying, but he's got it back down here.
trail by 10. Pass to Barea. To the middle. Here's Curry. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Clippers shooting 41% for the game. Here's Magruder, guarded by Curry. Harold, that's good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Out of Würzburg, Germany, undrafted Maxi Kleber with a strong start, Doris, to his career.
Incredible to think he grows up in the same small town as Dirk Nowitzki, and he first meets Dirk when he's 12 years old. Amazing story for them to become teammates on the Mavericks. So cool.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots. And the first one at the line is good. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give him credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George. He still had 2 years left on the deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
Now, here's Beverly. 9 points last game. Now, here's Harkless. Defense is right there. And in off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 12.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
And here's Berea. The shot. His shot is good, making a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And consistency from distance. That's something J.J. Berea has worked on. You can see the results here.
He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we know about Lou Williams' story. The 3-time 6th man of the year may be undersized, but he keeps finding angles to score. Williams said, I can't shoot straight up.
52 points per game.
It's weird, but it's something I've developed, fading away from guys. I have bigger defenders on me, and it's just about creating space. Kevin, even well into his 30s, Lou Will still does it as well as anybody.
I would totally agree, David. He is always deadly. Thank you. Now, here's Harold. The turnaround Jay. Powell pulls it in.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with Ripper.
Not that one. Doncic has got his first basket.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Here's McGrew. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Shot clock at 5. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Back to Doncic. Pass to Cleveland. There's the dish to Berea. On number 3 for Dallas.
Yet another three. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started.
That is outstanding work by Jalen Brunson on one end. Doesn't pay off on the other end. And right gambling for the steal, but before that there was a foul in the backcourt. As former teammates Bohan and Jerome Robinson come together and foul on Bohan. 14th foul in the quarter, second of the game.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Well, Berea's intensity right now is not being matched by the defense. And to me, that's why he's scoring at will right now.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Luka Doncic can pass it, shoot it, drive it, and he does it all with great flair.
checked in for Maxi Kleba. DeLon Wright comes in for Luka Doncic. And it's Jalen Brunson in for J.J. Barea. Now, here's Beverly. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And you see some of the shots that Doncic knocks down. Doris, the degree of difficulty is off the charts.
It is, Kevin, but the skill I love the most is his passing. It doesn't matter if it's a quick pass or a lob. He has the strength to hit the weak side corner. And this guy loves delivering in the big moments. It is so fun to watch it.
That one off the back iron and out. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Now here's Brunson, defended by George. And here is Hardaway. A 29-point lead for him in the win against Portland.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Now here's George. Leonard on the wing. To the right side. Everly for three. The Mavericks pull it in. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. It's game one of a 3-game road trip. Brunson with it. He's coming off a 13-point game against Portland. Right outside. Over George. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard might be quiet off the court, but on the court, he makes a lot of noise.
There's 1:26 left to play in the first half. Right outside. And the pass to Finney Smith. Right side Hardaway. Shoots over Shannon. And misses it off the right
26
side of the
points
rim.
per game. Off the bench, 22 a game by Harrell, 24 a game by Williams. Beverly trying to beat it inside in traffic to Zubac, and Zubac lost the ball, and Boban picked it up.
Yeah, you got numbers.
And it is a Curry three. Right down, Seth Curry.
Defense turning into offense once again for Dallas. You get stopped, you can push it on this Clipper team.
Big screen set by Zubac. Leonard drives. Leonard is fouled, shooting 2 free throws.
One made his mind up to get to the free throw line. Or a bucket on that attack.
Looked early on like he had a chance to get both. Balls didn't go down for him.
There's still another level for him to reach. He has proven that he can be a big-time scorer. To me now, it's about consistency and doing it night after night after night.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. A different look for Dallas. Zinkas, he's checked in for Powell. Justin Jackson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Seth Curry in for Jalen Brunson. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Williams is checked in. Hardaway hits them both. We got 28 seconds left now here in the second. Pass to Leonard.
Corner three blocked. Smith's shot blocked. Long pass. Oh, nice pass. Big finish. Kawhi with a foul.
Making of Kawhi.
Their whole team is barely playing together, you know.
Their core has only played 46 minutes together. Kawhi Leonard with a big boy finish to the rim.
After a big boy block at the other end of the floor.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment.
I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 11 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, they've been pounding. I mean, pounding in it. Not just taking the first three-pointer when it came across. That keeps the defense on its toes.
And looking at Dallas, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, they're just not creating enough scoring opportunities, and they're pretty lucky they're not trailing by 15 right now. They need to play more unselfishly, work for better spacing, or stronger to the basket.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody, with Kevin Hart.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what we're seeing from J.J. Barea.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge.
We know this about the Dallas Mavericks. They will put every piece of data and information to use in terms of trying to get an advantage. Think about it, guys. They are now doing blood tests, trying to head off injury for their players. They believe this gives them a clearer picture into the overall health of their athletes.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Mo Harkless. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the point. The Mavericks have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
The free throw drops for Pop. Indoors, those blood tests you were talking about, always subject to player permission. They want to honor player privacy.
I think you have to, Kevin, and most of the Mavs have embraced it. These tests have the ability to measure almost 50 biomarkers. As an athlete, you're always trying to stay in peak form. As an organization, you're always trying to manage appropriately their workloads.
And that one's good. Beverly.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. And there's the foul. It'll go on Mo Harkless. That's his first foul. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. To Finney Smith. And here's Porzingis. He's covered by Leonard. Just 4 to shoot. Fades away. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, that's where Porzingis loves to operate. That jump shot has become a signature weapon, gentlemen.
Zubac gets to Beverly. Outside Leonard. For Porzingis. Again, Los Angeles.
Kawhi Leonard has averaged 25-plus across multiple seasons. We are talking about an elite scorer.
Now here's Hardaway. Doncic outside. Back to Hardaway. Shoots from the right block. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Leonard's got his 5th rebound in this one. George, no good.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Out to the wing. Hardaway against Leonard. It's Hardaway with the drive.
Well, think back to before he moved on to the Dallas Mavericks. What with the Knicks, he was carrying such a burden offensively because Porzingis was still recovering.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
And you know,
Not
guys,
had one against his former team, the Oklahoma City Thunder, until yesterday's Rockets Thunder game.
I think All-Star voting is pretty much said and done, but Dame Lillard is an All-Star. I know they've had a tough year this year, but the way he keeps things interesting with the Trailblazers, I think it's phenomenal. And they played last night without McCollum.
Got hurt against us.
He sure did. And Dame just willed his team to win, getting 61 points.
Deflected pass again by the Clippers out of bounds. 10 to shoot for the Mavs.
I didn't look this up, but I'm assuming Russell Westbrook is the first player to get a triple-double when your teammate goes 1 for 17 from 3.
Wow.
James Harden did last night.
I haven't looked that one up either. I mean, I'm on Basketball Reference a lot, but that's one I have not looked up.
People don't look for that one much.
Good pass up ahead by Beverly after Subas collected the rebound. Leonard leaves it for Jermichael Green. Beverly rifles it back over to the right side of the floor where Leonard puts up a three. Offensive rebound by Green. Kick out Landry Shamet. Deadly offensive rebound, kick out three.
It's a dreaded offensive rebound because normally, more times than not, it's going to lead to a wide open three-pointer. Unfortunately for Dallas, one of the Clippers' best three-point shooters. Turnover by Dallas that time.
Lucas should have shot that. Got all crammed up in there.
13-0 run by the Clippers, and they can add 3 more points to it. They'll have to do it at the line.
Love the idea of carrying him long-term with Doncic. Sign him to a lengthy and sizable deal to be the core of their future.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, with Kristaps Porzingis, you love not only the skill, but the passion he plays with. You would never use the descriptor passive with this guy.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Powell. So neither attempt will fall that time point. And with Porzingis, as Doris, you mentioned, that energy he has is contagious.
Well, he is the prototypical modern NBA big, right? Porzingis can run the floor in transition. He can face up and shoot with range. He can put it on the deck, and he can play out of the post. What more could you ask?
And so here are the Clippers. Tim Hardaway making his last shot. Puts it up from 15. Another shot, and Green gets it to go. Green's got his first 2 points.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
On the wing, Doncic. Porzingis inside, headed by Green. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Quickly, let's check out the league leaders in assists. Third is Luka Doncic.
His passing has been so terrific. You can see his unselfish.
The first one falls. You are coaching, Doris, and you can run your offense through any center in the game. And let's take guys that are playing right now, because we can go back in history, and the names are endless. But who would you run your offense through at that position?
Probably a guy that the casual NBA fan is not as knowledgeable about as they should be, Kevin, and that's Nikola Jokic. And this is a young, early 20-year-old who may be the best passer out of the first position that we've seen in the generation. Jokic is a guy who can handle the ball with the defensive.
That is a rebound that had a lot of different hands on it, but finally gathered in by the Mavericks. After looking with 1 of 2 at the line, a lot of has been passed. The three-pointer is missed by Finney Smith. Chasing the rebound down Porzingis. Luka lets it fly, 3-point range, and reads it down, miss again. That's happened a couple of times tonight. Nicely done.
What happens there?
Yeah, Mavs earned those 2 points. Beverly changes direction, leaves it for Zubac. Winding down towards 2 minutes left in the first half. Leonard nowhere to go against paint protection from Dallas. Dallas over the limit. So Siwats is shooting free throws.
He was just quick to this rebound, about good position, and here you see Porzingis in a bad spot behind the Clippers big man.
That's a tough one to get away
What
with.
he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
First one falls for him.
And you never doubt this guy's enthusiasm or his love for the game of basketball. To me, it's what makes Barea the kind of guy you root for.
Mavericks making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. And both free throws good for Barea. The Clippers have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Here's Leonard. Harrell trying to free himself up. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Barea. And it's right in for Jalen Brunson.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring the teams. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways. For Kawhi Leonard. 5th in steals, 7th in scoring, and tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And back to what you said, top 5 in steals this year. Quick hands and great anticipation. Now here's Williams. He's given them a healthy dose of offense each and every night with an average of 20 points a game. From the stripe. And Curry pulls it down.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Outside, Porzingis, back to Curry. That one goes. Count it. Curry's got the lead up to 4 now for the Mavs.
I'll tell you, they come out of the locker room, they are a step slow on the defensive end.
Williams looking over the floor. George gets to him. Left side, Leonard. Puts it up from 12. The shot comes out, so the Mavericks will take it the other way. Outside, Jackson. Right, the pass to Porzingis. Three-pointer, and Wright gets it to go on the assist by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Clippers trail by 7. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Will it go? And Williams with the layup. Williams has got his 2nd basket of the night.
Defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Jackson in the corner from past the arc. Another 3 for Dallas.
That's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
The Clippers have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the 3rd quarter. Bounce pass from Williams. Here's Leonard. And he overshot that one, missing. Mavericks leading by 8. The pass to Curry. Here's Kleba. hauled in by the Clippers. Harrell's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Leonard.
As unassuming as he looks sometimes, Kawhi Leonard finishes with authority off the dribble.
Now here's Jackson. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Right outside. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Porzingis. From deep. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. He hasn't done anywhere near the kind of damage we expected. Back to the action after this word. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Powell. White is out there with Curry. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Pulls it from the elbow. Nice jump shot. Good. Leonard's got 19 points.
You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
Hardaway dishes to Wright. Pass to Powell. And here is Curry. Outside Hardaway. Off target from outside.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Leonard. Good D by Hardaway.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And Wright kicks to Hardaway. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Beverly, the pass to Leonard. 2 points. That one goes. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Kawhi Leonard's length lets him play bigger than his size.
Hardaway for 3. And the 3 ball is good. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
Ooh, finally hitting one from range. That's his first 3 of the night.
Beverly with the ball. Leonard kicks to Harkless. Here's Zubac, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he's still got a lot of gas in the tank.
And doing that kind of dirty work down low makes a huge difference in a game this close. What a play on the offensive glass.
Dallas calls timeout.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Some changes. Porzingis comes in for Seth Curry. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Wright. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He's encouraged where they are do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Thank you, David. He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw.
You know, he may be kicking himself for that one miss, but establishing the two-possession lead was key.
George with the ball. Hardaway picks him up, and good that time.
Well, the efficiency with the mid-range game, Paul George has always possessed.
Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
George, no good.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. High, arcing shot.
Beautiful defense from Powell. Uses that impressive length to come away with that rejection.
Let's it go from 14. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Oh, check out the handles. They're nasty. Spin move. Had his man grab it for air.
Zubac the pass to Leonard. Put away against George. Harkless on the wing. There's the triple. Kept alive. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down to 6, and the bucket from Zubac.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That is his first foul of the game. Smith passes to Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. Doncic outside. Over Beverly.
That's just a great defensive effort there by Beverly. He is all hustle. His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
How about Kawhi Leonard? How many guys in the history of their career can say, I was an NBA Finals MVP at 22 and then an NBA Finals MVP at 27? Simply incredible.
And we could have been looking at a two-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the turnover. Now, nerves becoming a factor.
That's to Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Clippers trail. Outside, George. The pass to Leonard. He kicks to Beverly to take the lead. Mavericks with the rebound. Doncic peeling it out. From 13 feet, it goes down. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Now, here's George. Defense right on him. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Dallas.
We call that masterful use of the pump fake. Paul George effective getting guys to jump on it.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one comes.
I don't know if it's underplayed, but there's an all-around aspect to what Paul George does on a night-by-night basis. This guy is an elite two-way player.
Lou Williams is checked in for Patrick Beverly. Free throws, good for Paul George.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
Dallas calls timeout.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset. And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
By the way, that's a two-pointer. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 5 here tonight.
But how about the competitive nature of Tim Hardaway Jr.? Important spot, no problem.
And the Clippers call time here. Nice game. Great performance by Tim Hardaway Jr.
Guys, you have got to find a way to slow this man down. This is a great timeout.
Trail by 3. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter.
And that's about Coach Perk's defense. I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively. They didn't have it.
Porzingis can't hit.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Oh, Kevin, these are the shots we have come to expect from Paul George. This guy is cold-blooded.
To the wing on the left. There's Porzingis. Lays it up and in on a nice reverse. In the tray. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swing.
To the wing right side. It is Porzingis. Yes! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Hey, Greg, to me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Williams, Leonard trying to break through.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in lead by 2.
Yeah, expecting them to use just a little more clock there. With this lead, they should be just a bit more patient. But at least he did knock it down.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're trailing by 2. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. With possession here. Doncic, bounce pass. Lock at 6. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. So now a timeout called by Doc Rivers.
Like this, as it has been, by the way, with Porzingis out the last game.
Well, think about this team without its best players. Lucas sat out, they beat Philadelphia and Milwaukee. Porzingis steps out, and they win 6. To your point about the depth, certainly will be tested, but so far these guys have found a way through a difficult time.
Looking at the inside, and we should know, by the way, on the other side of the ball, Beverly's not playing to open up the third quarter. It's Luke Williams on the floor in the backcourt for the Clippers rather than Pat Beverly. And what is going on there, we do not know at this point. If in fact anything's going on other than just Doc doing something different.
Well, you never know. Nice attack.
It's a try by Porzingis, trying to tip in his own miss. And there's the aforementioned Williams collecting a defensive rebound. Subtlety or disguising what they're trying to do. It's very evident. That's his first missed free throw of the game. He's not missing much there this year. Almost 89% going into play tonight. At 28 points in the game against Dallas when the two teams played here. And the Clippers won 114-99 November 26th. They're only playing 3 times this year. The Mavs only have to go to Staples Center to play the Clippers once as Luka tries and hammers it home. That'll be, by the way, March when Dallas goes out to visit LA.
Nothing like
Oh, Doncic. He's covered by Leonard. Shoots a fader. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
You know, being that wide open sometimes leads to a miss, but that fadeaway was money.
Doncic against Williams. Marcus on the wing. And the three off target.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that post.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's Porzingis, and the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Hard to find a lot of precedence in the past for a player the size of Porzingis who can handle and shoot it the way he does. Special talent, no question. Maybe reminds you of KG or Dirk.
Nobody near Williams. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
And there's the dash to finish Smith. On the way against Leonard. 5 to shoot. A fader. No good. Shot missing. Los Angeles has got neither of their first 2 3-point attempts to fall in overtime.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
To the left side lane. Here's Porzingis. Second chance shot, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on George.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
There's so much to like about Luka Doncic, but perhaps the best thing is he can contribute in every aspect of the game. Scoring, rebounding, passing, you name it.
So it gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, we know this. Free throw shooting is such a mental aspect of the game. This guy keeps his composure and comes through.
Leonard looking around. That one doesn't go. So they foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Getting some more shots tonight. 7 attempts. He has 10 points. He's made a couple of threes. Williams driving. Leaving it for Zubac. Stripped on the way up. Dallas has it.
Great play by Torrey to get his hand on that.
JJ calling for it. JJ inside. Finds Porzingis cutting and flushing. Providing the spark. The long and the short of it. JJ and Porzingis. How about Maria off the bench doing JJ things?
Well, nothing about an easy basket for KB, but that penetration, anytime you penetrate, it's going to open somebody up for an easy basket. Good work by Maria.
Ellie, you already beat cancer.
Three from the inbound. Los Angeles with another miss. Here's Dallas. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Now Perea. And So it's Dallas winning this one. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. KP, balanced offensive effort tonight. What did you like about how you played?
I think we played as a team. We shared the ball, and it was a team effort today. And everybody was involved. Everybody was playing good offensively, and that's why we were able to come up with a win.
Really looking good at both ends tonight, Kristaps. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
Second in Mavericks' career scoring average against the Clippers. Over 27 a game. Put up some big numbers against a lot of teams, man.
Like the way Dallas continues to fight in this third quarter. Went down, I think, 14. They have found their way back. Make this interesting in the third quarter.
I'm fascinated by Kawhi Leonard covering J.J. Barea.
Montrezl Harrell just went in the game for the Clippers. Hardaway corner three, bullseye!
Shoot that basketball.
Well, it's the third quarter. It's happening again. The third quarter for Dallas. One of the best quarters for any NBA team this season is the third quarters played by the Mavs. Only Milwaukee's +5 scoring margin per first quarter is better than Dallas's +4.
When you bring your taxes to Liberty Tax,
another look at that Finney Smith corner three. He's a 38% three-point shooter. That's Akiva on the floor now for Porzingis. So Hardaway. Three, and now the Mavericks a chance to inch closer. 5-point game. Doncic passed it up, threw it on him. Step back three. Doncic. Short. Williams with the board. Now Cleva on Williams. Post up for Harrell. Working on Hardaway. Harrell hanging his way in. Hardaway right with him. Harrell strong finish though. What a luxury, Greg, to have not just Lou Williams off the bench, he's averaging 20, but Montrezl Harrell, who's 19 plus off the bench, have a career year. They basically got 4 20-point scorers, and that was a great job recognizing that switch on the pick and roll, and then Lou Williams taking advantage of the mismatch down low against Hardaway Jr. Top two finishers in the Sixth Man of the Year voting last year. Williams, who won the award. Montrezl Harrell is staking his claim to a potential Sixth Man of the Year. Averaging 19.3 a game with 7+ rebounds. Montrezl Harrell, a workhorse. 13 on the shot clock. Rivers roaring his team to increase their energy. 7-point game. Clippers lead it with the ball. And Harrell, hook shot over Cleveland. Man, what a shot. That is a beautiful finish here by Harrell. Just the way he plays. You forget he's only 6'7". He's matched up with much bigger players. Kawhi closing out on Berea. There's nothing there for him. Cleveland.